Now at 6, firefighters battle a fire in Columbus. Plus,
Pitt State looks to usher in a new chapter with the groundbreaking of a new facility. I'm Kenny Foreman, and I'll have more on that coming up.
And a food pantry in Southwest Missouri goes the extra distance in helping the community.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A crash involving a semi in Wilson County, Kansas, claims the lives of 2 adults and a child. This is KOAM News. I'm Dow Quick. Happened west of Neodesha at the intersection of US 400 and Granby Avenue this morning. The Highway Patrol says a westbound car failed to stop at a stop sign and was hit by a northbound semi-truck. 3 people in that car died in that crash. They are Adam and Kylie Brooks, both age 21, and 2-year-old Cohen Brooks, all from Neodesha. The semi-driver was not hurt. Firefighters responded to this early morning house fire in Columbus. It came in about 2 a.m. Crews fought the fire as well as hot spots for close to 3 hours. While authorities say the residence is a total loss, both the homeowner and the pet dog made it safely out of the house. A preliminary investigation suggests a wood stove in the garage caused that fire. It's gotten chilly out there. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, it definitely turned out to be a cold Monday for us today. In fact, we had wind chill values into the single digits during the morning hours. We struggled to warm up, only right around 40 this afternoon. We actually have some clouds increasing, nothing underneath the clouds. So we're going to stay dry as we go through the night. Temperatures, they drop in the 20s here shortly. And I think that's going to be our overnight low. In fact, I think we're going to warm a little bit as we go through the night. So mid-30s to kick off your Tuesday, and quite a bit warmer. We should go into lower 60s for afternoon highs. If you are going to be out this evening, of course it's dark, 30s, 20s, and then we pop back into the 30s later on tonight. 32 Nevada, 33 in Anderson, Grand Lake sitting at 32, 30 in Parsons. Big warm up on the way. We're going to talk about it here in a bit.
All right, we'll catch you in a few. Pitt State students will soon be able to take their studies to the next level. KOAM's Kenny Foreman was there for the groundbreaking of a new facility that's expected to leave an impact far beyond the campus.
I'm standing right in front of the site of what's soon to be Pitt State's new Prove Out facility. The facility is expected to provide students with more opportunities for hands-on learning while promoting economic development throughout the community. Located right next to the Tyler Research Center, the possibilities for the new facility are endless.
It's designed to help businesses test new materials, refine production methods, and bring new products to market right here in Pittsburg, Kansas. This sort of thing doesn't happen by accident. It happens through years of fruitful win-win relationships.
The projected 47,000 square foot project will allow students to pursue their curiosities in a way that'll be beneficial for everyone.
Our students will be part of the research and the innovative practice and in investigating new ideas and coming out with solutions again that could really support industry and professional partners in making an economic impact for the real world problems that exist in our region.
The idea is to create a space where companies will want to collaborate with the students' ideas to help grow their businesses even further.
Businesses want to be close to facilities like this. They want to be close to students and the faculty like we have here at Pittsburg State. So just really excited about what the future holds.
And the school is already excited for their experts to help the students get started.
We have some of the world-renowned scientists and they work in polymer chemistry. So ways of designing new materials that, for example, might be in the past not biodegradable, and our new materials could be more friendly to our environment and be biodegradable.
In Pittsburgh, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
That project has received $12 million, which includes state and federal funding. It's expected to be completed in 2026. Millions of Americans are waiting for SNAP benefits to be released, and food banks all across the Ozarks are seeing a big increase in new families using their services. Ozarks Food Harvest has purchased more than $500,000 in extra food for the increased demand caused by the shutdown. They've also released an extra $300,000 in grant money to their other agencies to make sure they can meet demand. Although they've helped feed hundreds, they say it's not an overnight fix.
Fortunately, it's not just like a light switch coming back on. There will still be a lot of time to calculate all the funds that go to each state, and as well as issuing checks to those federal workers that haven't been receiving one for a month and a half. So we still have to make sure that we have supplies on hand to make sure that it is a clean handoff for folks that have been waiting for checks or benefits, and that they're not going hungry in the meantime.
Many hope to resume normal SNAP benefits as the government shutdown might be drawing to a close after lawmakers on both sides of the aisle agreed to support a measure that would reopen the government. A holiday favorite rolls back into our area. Coming up, details on the holiday train and how one car turns into a concert stage. But up first, one sure sound of the holiday season has returned to the 4 states. The familiar sound of ringing bells has returned to storefronts all across the area. The Salvation Army kicked off the Red Kettle season by also saying thank you to some of last year's volunteer standouts. KOIM's Ty Parks has that story.
And with that sound, the 2025 Salvation Army Kettle season begins.
Raising money with our kettles is the biggest fundraiser we have. You know, we send some mailing out for mail appeal money, but for the most part, a lot of our money comes in with our kettles. Our goal this year is $152,000 just for kettles alone. Our overall Christmas goal is $350,000.
The fundraising drive comes at a critical time as the local need continues to grow.
We've seen an increase, especially in the last couple months here, of people needing help. You know, we've been averaging well over 100, sometimes up to 150 phone calls a day of people seeking assistance.
At the heart of the Red Kettle campaign are the bell ringers. During the kickoff event, they recognize volunteers who have made exceptional contributions to the cause. One group of volunteers they thanked was the Carthage wrestling team.
It just shows how people can all come together and really help when they see people need help. We'll be out there with speakers and everything, and people will be smiling and seeing us. It's really a good time just bringing everyone together.
You know, for a lot of people, it's not Christmas without seeing them Salvation Army bell ringers in front of the stores. You know, we hear that all the time. People saying, now we know it's time to buy my Christmas presents. You know, and it's just a good way of celebrating Christmas with your family too, is ringing the bell.
Thank you so much. In Joplin, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
There are still several spots open for bell ringers. If you'd like to volunteer, you can find the information on our website. You see it there, koimnewsnow.com. A little bit later, the winning streak just keeps on getting hotter. Ben McLeish takes a look at the 8th straight win for the Pitt State football team.
Plus, we're going to have a cold night for us tonight, but a big warm-up. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it turned out to be a cold Monday for us today. Very cold start all the way down near 20 degrees. Plus, we had the winds really whipping in there, so we had those low wind chill values. The winds have kind of calmed down throughout the afternoon, which is good. But our temperatures, they didn't really go anywhere. We only warmed up upper 30s to near 40 degrees. We have some mid and upper level clouds kind of streaming in across the region. A weak little wave across the northern parts of the plains. We're just going to get some clouds. It's not a big deal, but those clouds will actually keep our temperatures up a little bit for us tonight. We slide back into the 20s over the next couple hours, and then with southerly winds increasing, our temperatures actually increase as we go through the night. So mid-30s to start your Tuesday. As we go through Tuesday, let's say late morning into the early afternoon, upper 50s to lower 60s. Once we get into the afternoon, mainly lower 60s. So about 20 degrees warmer tomorrow than what we did see today. Tomorrow night, we have a weak little front. It's more like a wind shift line, kind of slides in. So we'll have northerly winds, northern counties, southerly winds in our southern counties. Doesn't really usher in much in the way of cooler air. And then check this out. We go into the upper 60s to near 70 by the time a Wednesday rolls around. And then we drop back mainly low to mid 40s by Thursday morning. The winds are going to move. They're going to get really rolling. So by morning, we're going to have south winds kicking in. 30 35, maybe 40, 42 mile per hour gusts through the morning. They slowly come down as we get through the afternoon, and then much weaker tomorrow night, and then heading into Wednesday. But it will be windy for you on your Tuesday. 38 start, 62 for a high. Great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex looking northeast through downtown Joplin. We have partly cloudy skies. It looks okay. So we're going to slide back 30s, 20s, back to the 30s later on tonight. Most of us kind of in that 30 to 32 degree range outside for us right now. Look at the big ridge, high pressure out to our west. Look at our flow. It's right out of Canada, so that's why we are cooler right now. But look at the cold air. Retreats over the next few days. Ridge builds in, meaning for us and you, we go back into the 60s and 70s. Then we track our next storm system, upper level wave. It looks like it's going to slide in the second half of the weekend. I think Saturday is going to be fine, but as we go through the day on Sunday, rain chances will increase. It ejects out, another system drops in as we get through the middle of next week. So let's go ahead and look at your weekend. We're going to start with Friday, mid-70s. Remember, our average high is about 60 for this time of the year, mid-70s, Saturday afternoon. Saturday night, clouds increase. We'll have to watch the timing, but chances for showers and thunderstorms increasing late Sunday and then into Monday of next week. 62 for you tomorrow. Let's go 67 on Wednesday, 72 Thursday, 76 Friday. Rain chances by Sunday, but man, we get a really good week this week.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Particularly that weekend looks like a good
Looks
Saturday
pretty
to get
good.
outside. Thanks, Doug. The CPKC holiday train is going to be rolling back into our area before you know it. Folks can expect the train to make a stop in Pittsburgh at 11 a.m. on Saturday, November 29th, and then on to a stop in Joplin at 1 p.m. The holiday train combines an engine and train cars specifically decorated for the season. One of the center box cars converts into a stage for a live 30-minute holiday music performance. Smash Mouth and J.J. Wild will perform for the Joplin stop. The holiday train raises money, food, and awareness for food bank support. For more information, just go to our website. Again, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. If you're ever looking for information on events like this right here in the 4-H, but you don't know where to turn, don't worry, we've got you covered. This handy QR code will take you straight to the events page of our website. Again, KOAMnewsnow.com. Just scan it with your phone. You'll find information on all kinds of family fun events, including more Veterans Day events and fall festivals. The events page at KOAMnewsnow.com. Still ahead, the vote is in on our high school football performance of the week winner, plus a recap of Pitt State football's 8th win in a row. Ben McLeish has those stories and more for us up next in sports.
Pitt State football continues to run through any opponent that comes its way with another victory on Saturday. KOAM Sports Director Ryan Blank recaps the Gorilla victory.
The Pitt State Gorillas made it 8 wins in a row on Saturday, defeating Central Missouri on the road. After entering halftime tied at 14, the message from head coach Tom Anthony was that the game was just 0-0, and the Gorillas took over in the second half, scoring 34 points.
Made a few adjustments, especially defensively. They came out, they were giving us a lot more empty, probably than we had anticipated, coming into the game. So I had to make a few halftime adjustments, and guys came out second half and just executed them really well, and then had a great third quarter.
PSU's second half dominance started on the opening possession with a pick six from safety Jordan Rogers, a key play that swung momentum in favor of the Gorillas.
Technically, I was a man on another receiver and just came out my man and played that, just knowing what formations, watching film, knowing what they doing, and they getting bunched, they run trails, so just knowing what, participating in the call, being a player and doing what I can. Big time players make big time plays, so I knew it was a time for me to make the play to happen for my team. So I did was best for me and my team.
He's been a game changer for our program and for our defense for the last few years. And he's one of the favorites I've ever coached in 22 years of coaching college football. Just such a great player, great leader. The passion he comes with each and every day is it's contagious with our team, and he's one-on-one, in my eyes.
But Rogers wasn't the only Pitt State defender to find the end zone, as Eli Wilcox would put the icing on the cake with a fumble return touchdown of his own in the fourth quarter.
When he ran, I just started celebrating. I knew he was scoring. I'm proud of Eli. He been through so much through this year. You know what I'm saying? Just being a player that he is, just trying to make himself better. So I'm proud for my defense and the defense that we finally looking to be and getting turnovers and scoring the turnovers. I'm proud for that, to see that for sure. So I celebrated.
Offensively, the Gorillas were without their leading receiver, Karan Parchment. With an opportunity to step up, Taiwan Atkins Jr. took advantage, finishing with a career-high 142 yards, including a 71-yard score.
I just manifested, man. I pray a lot. I prayed for days like this, and it ain't done. I still got more. I got to show more. I went into practice this week just knowing I had a big role. I could have a big game this week. Just had to step up.
Super proud of him. His work ethic is there. His mindset is there. And when you're at a program like this, you're not always just going to come in and take over and do that type of thing how you plan on it, but God has a plan for you. So TJ's just been showing up to practice every single day and putting work in and staying positive and being a vocal leader on the team. So couldn't be more proud of him. And, I mean, our whole team's proud of him, what he did for us today.
The Gorillas will fight for a share of the MIAA title this week in Kansas City against Northwest Missouri State. Well, every Friday night during Press Box, we ask our viewers to vote on who they think dominated on the field. Today, the vote is in. For the second straight week, Colgan running back Clayton Adamson earns your vote thanks to his playoff performances. On Friday, Adamson tallied 5 total touchdowns, including a punt return touchdown in the Panthers' 56-0 shutout win over Troy. Friday marked this year's final week of Press Box, so thanks to all that watched and voted the past few months. But don't worry, our coverage of playoff football will continue throughout the end of the season. And Pitt State volleyball middle blocker Anna Dean earns MIAA honors after her impressive performance this week. She tallied 23 kills and 20 blocks in the Gorillas matches against UCO and Arkansas Fort Smith. Well, that's it for sports. We're back with more after this.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. Governor Kelly brings her budget listening tour to Pittsburgh today. Why she says the legislature's spending plan threatens Kansas. And U.S. Representative Derek Schmidt weighs in on the government shutdown. Both of them came to us here to the station today, and we talked with them. Those stories, a lot more. It's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Medical students in Arkansas help kindergartners overcome their fear of doctors through a teddy bear clinic. Students from the Northeast Arkansas Career and Technical Center teach children what doctors and nurses actually do. The kids get to wear medical gear, as you see, and use stethoscopes on their stuffed animals at various stations. The program helps nursing students learn patience while showing children that medical visits don't have to be scary, and maybe in the process stimulating a bit of interest in medical careers for those young people.
Maybe.
Who knows? It was chilly out there, Doug. We weren't ready for this.
Yeah, we only made it up to 39 today. Average high is about 60 degrees now. We're going to do that tomorrow, 62 during the afternoon. Now, in return, it's going to be very windy. We're going to have winds gusting near 40 at times, so hold on.
It's always something, but it'll warm up later in the week. Final sports note.
Well, Friday, a couple of high school football teams fight to keep their playoffs alive. Teams like Carthage, Colgan, and Lamar to advance to the next round.
Very good. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.